I noticed in the video my microphone was pretty low. Is it better this time?
Uh, yeah, you sound very loud. So
Okay.
yeah, you sound good. What's up, man?
I don't know. I heard that last thing. I don't want to do a repeat of what happened last time. So I'm trying to think. What type of I don't know. Like the only fundamental agreements I know we have is like against socialism. You said you supported worker costs, but you don't. That's a lie.
Okay, you think I don't support worker cops?
Last time we talked, I asked you, and you said you didn't.
Okay,
Do you support worker co-ops? Because you
I'm
said
sa-
in the
I'm
earlier you
saying that
did.
in certain situations worker co-ops work, and in other situations worker co-ops are terrible.
What? Wait. What? In what types of like industry do they work? In
Uh,
what industries do they work?
Mining corporations. They work really well as a worker co-op because what ends up happening is that the miners themselves they end up finding their own prospects, and so what effectively should be happening is that they should be getting a share of that because they're the one putting the literal direct labor right into it.
Okay.
So like in that instance, like it works really well. But like in let's say like a big giant corporation, right, that operates off of like goods and services, that may not necessarily be the best model. A private model may be more adequate in that situation.
Well, I disagree with you there, but
Okay.
all right. So I wanted. Okay, you were saying that you said that it was bad for a majority to vote um on what decisions the country should make. Why is that?
Well, so like I'm not necessarily against democracy in itself. I'm saying that like I'm aware of the dangers of democracy. Would you agree that there are dangers to democracy?
Dangers in what? Like,
Well, where the 51% can take away the rights of the 49%, for example. Would you say that that is a danger to democracy?
I would say that would be a danger, but like I wouldn't see that happening though. That's my thing.
You would not see that happening in democracy?
Where's their example of like the rights of a majority being taken away? I mean, rights of a minority being taken away from a majority. Like besides like
Iraq?
it being Iraq. I actually,
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Iraq. Like, are
Well,
we
they're
talking
a
about
Sharia law
how
country.
things
They
around?
voted that in, and then they took away the rights of
Sharia law
people.
was democratically chosen
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah.
I don't know about Sharia. Maybe I do.
Hmm?
Uh,
I mean, like,
okay,
you're not in
so,
favor of taking away,
of
like,
of
women the
course not.
ability to drive, right?
No, of course not.
You think that women liked the fact that, like, they didn't get the right to drive, like, they lost their right to go to school and drive?
No, I don't think that's cool at all.
Okay, so, like, here's an instance where democracy isn't doing so well.
But where can you find that's being voted in? I thought that was instituted by the government, by the state.
Well, yeah, so people vote things in, and then the government institutes it.
Yeah, but
Yes.
that's not the people. That's the state.
Hmm?
Not the people. Did the people have like a referendum? Like, hey,
Are, you,
on this ballot, you
are you
choose
saying
whether
that
or
the
not you
government
want.
isn't a representative of the people?
If it's not a
Odd.
democracy, no.
Um, Hold on. So, would you say that a government does it represent the people? Is it possible
If
for a
it's a
government to represent its people?
if it's a democracy, I have
Okay,
like
so Iraq was a democracy. They put in Sharia law, and then half of the 49% lost their rights.
that was implemented by the government. Wait, the government implements things in
Yeah, yeah,
democracies
that's
all
how
the time that
democracies
people don't
work.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the people did the people protest?
Well, I mean, I think they end up dying, but I'm sure
Yeah,
some
so if
did.
it's not a democracy,
Uh, pro.
Iraq.
Would you say that protests is democracy?
That's one of the components of a democracy.
I would say that in its core essence, I would say democracy is voting.
No, wait, Iran is not a democracy.
I mean, okay, let's say if it's not Iran, I mean, is there
I mean,
any
not Iraq, not
Middle Eastern?
Iraq. But Iran has a lot of people in Iran don't support Sharia law either. If we're going to talk about Iran too, there's a lot of protests going on there.
Hold on.
With 3.5.
Let me look. I'm curious, like, I'm pretty sure that Sharia law had been voted in some of these countries, but I'm not sure off the top of my head which one. I'm just picking like a random, Islamic country. I'm saying like,
Yeah,
okay,
that's. But I'm talking about democrat, like in a
I
democracy.
vanish.
No, no, I don't think any country that has a high democratic index votes in Sharia law.
Do you think it's
Like this.
possible that a majority of people could be like extremist Muslims and then therefore vote in Sharia law?
I mean, sure.
Okay,
I mean, that could be possible.
sure.
Again, if a majority of a country is that way, then that's the way the majority of the country is going to lean.
So, would you argue for, let's say, like getting rid of all rich, like getting rid of rich people, like killing them?
Killing them, no.
Okay. Would you say that a majority of people are not rich?
Yeah, they're not.
So, if things were like a true democracy and people didn't like rich people, do you think like it's okay to kill them?
No, like democratically voting to kill people is not something I support.
Is it possible to democratically vote in to kill somebody?
Maybe for a war crime.
What about like a group of people?
Did they commit war? Like, I think you should. I think like capital punishment should be like set for people who do war crimes.
Why do you think that there were um, founding fathers who mentioned uh, democracy where 51% can take away the rights of the 49%? Why do you think that was mentioned?
Who mentioned that?
Let me pull that up. Hold on. I want to make sure I get it right. It's worded differently, but it comes from Thomas Jefferson.
Oh, I don't think Thomas Jefferson was. Wait, was Thomas Jefferson in favor of anything anti-democratic?
Well, so here's the thing,
Excuse
right?
me.
I'm not against democracy, but I'm saying that like there are limitations to it.
Do you support the Electoral College?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
I think it makes the counting easier. I think it makes a more clear and concise ruler. It makes it harder to circumvent and corrupt the election process.
How?
I
When you
Well,
can just
because
count
then
the
you have to
votes?
corrupt multiple districts, not just like one district or like like an X amount of people.
What do you mean corrupt?
It
I'm
also
confused.
allows for more representation in areas where the population is much less, in states where the population is much less. Like a
Uh,
voter in Ohio has a lot more representation than, let's say, a voter in New York.
okay, that I don't like. I don't care. This is it's you vote. You vote in who you want to vote in. You shouldn't. You shouldn't use the Electoral College as a crutch.
I mean, like, I'm saying, like, here are the benefits. I'm not married to the electoral college system. I say it has these benefits, but I'm aware it also has negative outcomes. So, I mean, you won't find me like super married to it, I guess. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I just don't like the idea of I just don't like the idea of voting for somebody and knowing that I have to rely on Michigan and Wisconsin to make sure that the person I want to win wins.
I guess so.
It's very stressful.
I get your argument. It is concerning. I'll grant you that.
Yeah. I don't know. I just really love democracy. I don't like it's hard for me to think that it's very like possible that there can be democratic choices that people can make that could be very bad. Like there have been like a lot of times where people have been like what's the word, like misguided into making a vote, like manufactured consent and all that.
Okay. I mean, I don't disagree with you. You know, these are all issues. Sure.
Yeah. I think it's so hard to find a disagreement with you.
I've changed up my debate style a bit. What do you think? Is it more
Yeah.
annoying or less?
See, I never got annoyed with your debate style. I got more because I just liked watching other people get more annoyed. Actually, that's not true. I get annoyed.
Wait, are you
when
saying
when
I should put people into like difficult spots like that? Like I should yell at them?
No, see, the thing is, like, you'll be so good faith, and then like I'll be 5 minutes into being good faith, and then realize the person is either lying to me or like just can't process it. So I just start making fun of them. You've seen me do it 100 times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're so patient with people. I don't get it.
Well, that's nice. Thank you, man. That's really nice of you.
All right, I wish we could have had more. Oh, by the way, you're playing like the worst 3D Mario game. No, that's not true. 64 is the worst, but that one just has broken controls. I can't do the Pinko machine thing ever again. I'm never playing that.
Hey, I did it. I just did it this match.
You did? You did the whole thing? You got all the stars?
No, I
God.
didn't. No, I didn't. No, hell no.
Okay.
The
I'm about
hard
to
part
say,
of that, by the way, isn't the stars. It's the blue coins.
yeah. Oh fuck.
That's
me.
the hard part by like a long shot. It's not even close. It's so
Is
hard.
that the original or is that the 3D remaster?
This is the no, this is the original.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, good luck in your venture. I hope you find some more people you can disagree with. Take care,
man.
buddy.
See ya. You'll probably see this video drop